It looks like a big move may be coming on ICP here soon. I'm looking at the daily chart and this is what I see. I want to talk about what that move is going to look like. Take that back, what that move could look like, and we'll talk about that right now. To start with, I'm going to go to tradingview.com. It is one of my favorite tools that I use every day in the market. We're going to look at their ICP technical analysis, kind of take a temperature of the market as technicals are. Here's the 1 day. It shows a buy. Oscillators are neutral. Moving average is a strong buy. On the 1 week, also a buy. Looks like everything stayed the same. Oscillator is neutral. Moving average is a strong buy. And on the 1 month, a buy, buy, and buy. This is what the chart looks like on ICP. Now let's zoom out just a little bit. We've had a fantastic run in ICP since October, back when we were around 3. ICP went up 500%, is still up 400% even after giving back some gains, and these gains giving back are perfectly natural. In fact, sometimes you would expect a bigger retracement or correction after seeing such a fantastic rise in a financial instrument, and so we see nothing at all unhealthy on this chart. Nothing. This chart looks just fine. ICP is looking great. It's setting up for a nice long-term move. Everything is good to go long-term. But I think we have some things to talk about here in the short term. First of all, you can see I've already drawn some higher lows and lower highs here on the daily chart, which is squeezing the price. Oftentimes what that means is we're going to see a break at some point here in the next couple of days, because price is getting smaller and smaller, and we anticipate breaking out of one of these trend lines, either going up or down. Now, are we going up or down? I think that depends on Bitcoin. Bitcoin has been in the news the last couple of weeks because of their ETF approval, which came along last week. But we have seen a big fall off from Bitcoin. This is the Bitcoin daily chart. Everyone was saying, not everyone, a lot of people were saying that from this October run, they were thinking we'd hit 48 to 50,000 as we go closer, but they were saying that 48 to 50,000 was going to be a difficult range to break, and that has proven to be the case. It does appear that while everyone was waiting for the approvals of the ETFs, they were very optimistic that it was going to be approved, and so we've seen a nice run up basically on that optimism. Well, the price did go up very nicely in Bitcoin. The ETFs were approved, and it appears people are taking their profits now for those that enjoyed this ride up. It also coincides with that 48,000 to 50,000 level that some said was going to be difficult to break. On Bitcoin, we see a big wick right here, which is a bad and a good thing. A bad thing is there was just a lot of sellers here, and they pushed the price down, so the weekly on Bitcoin doesn't look great, just to be honest with you. The good thing is, if Bitcoin should happen to turn around and we cover this wick up, that is a tremendously bull sign. I don't know that we're going to see that. I'm just saying that's a good thing about wicks, is if you see wicks reverse on the next candle, that is a fantastic opposing sign. But to me, it looks like Bitcoin is going to continue to fall a little bit, and we may start challenging this 40,000 level here soon, and that's what other people seem to be saying as well. Some are saying we might fall on down into this 34 to 38 region, where we stayed much of the time in November, while Bitcoin finds its foundation and base and kind of relaxes after this big run up. We'll have to see about that. It just depends. I can't really say right now, but I do think Bitcoin is going to affect ICP because it affects a bunch of currencies across the board. All that to say, it's not going to surprise me if we start seeing ICP fall down around this 10, which is a nice psychological number, and maybe in this level right here where we obviously see basically between 9 and 10 roughly, where we can see we stayed the last about the last week and a half or so of December. I don't think we're going to see any new highs in ICP at this moment, although ICP has held up very well. It's doing what Solana has done. It just had this fantastic run up and is holding its gains very nicely. So while I don't think we'll see ICP breaking out and going beyond this high, look, it could happen. But my thought is that when we break out, we're probably going to visit the lows, not the highs. Now, I could be an idiot. I could wake up, and I don't think anybody knows what's going to happen, of course, but I can wake up tomorrow morning and find Bitcoin sitting at 47,000 and aiming for these highs again. Obviously, if that happens, I think ICP will do something similar. But my feeling right now is Bitcoin's going to at least touch that 40,000. Perhaps it'll be bought up. So if this breaks out, I would expect us to start heading down to this 10 level and then seeing if it gets picked up there. So that's my thoughts on ICP. Right now, we're definitely in this range between 10 and 15. We've been there for about 2 weeks. And it looks like we may be in that range a little bit longer. We'll have to see how price reacts at both of these levels, either of these levels. I'd be surprised if ICP just completely broke through this 9 to 10 level without having any reaction. That would surprise me just because we sat in this at this level so long. So if we do tag 10, because Bitcoin tags 40,000, we'll have to see if it gets bought back up. I think originally it will. Initially it will, and then it might make a higher or a high, and then we will just have to find out, is it going to fall below or continue up? So we've got a lot of figuring out to do in ICP. I am not taking any short-term trades right now because I don't know what's going to happen. If you're looking to get into more ICP, you might want to wait until we get down to 10, pick some up there. That's completely up to you. I think 10 at any point in the long term, we're going to look back at ICP and say, if you got it at 10, you got a fantastic discount and a fantastic buy, because I only see good things in the long term for ICP. It is a strong project, a strong coin, and it's looking great no matter what happens in the next couple of days or weeks. All right, thanks for visiting. I'll keep you updated. Y'all take care.